Hello lovelies, welcome to my channel. My name is Bryony and I do cruelty-free and vegan makeup reviews and tutorials on this channel, and also deep dives into the environmental and ethical impacts of the beauty industry. So don't forget to subscribe and also hit that like, because today we're in day 2 of our 12 days of Christmas across all of December, where we're talking about the good things to do with the beauty industry. 'Tis the season for doing good, and I wanted to highlight some brands that are actually built on that, and they don't just do it as like a throwaway aside thing that everyone else does at Christmas. No, this is part of like their core purpose. We're going to be creating this monochromatic, very boss babe, not the MLM kind, sort of look, where we are going to be discussing these amazing things that these companies have done and come up with this very sultry, almost like mulled wine. Is it a mulled wine or is it a sangria? I don't know. I was inspired by this picture from Nikki Tutorials, which is a tutorial that she did, but I just did my own little spin on it to make it a little bit more wearable and just something that I would personally do. So do join along with me. I'll have all of the products listed down below along with all of these amazing businesses as well, so you can go and support them too. Let's just jump straight into it. Base is done, brows are done, you don't care about that, it's listed down below. Black owned beauty brand right now, Slush II, because we are using red wine, baby. So I want to talk to you about Thrive Cosmetics. I have already made a video on them, and for good reason. They were literally founded on charity. Carissa Bodner, who is the founder, she lost her dear friend Christy to cancer when she was just 24 years old. And so what they're doing is they are constantly, and I really do mean constantly, donating to good causes, which is why I really like to talk about them as much as possible, because like they do genuinely care, and the amount of work that they've done is incredible. And also low-key, they have like my favorite mascara. I have not yet found one that lives up to Thrive Cosmetics in terms of its standards yet. So the way the company was actually structured is that they have 4 key focuses that they want to actually donate towards and make a difference: fighting cancer, surviving domestic abuse, emerging from homelessness, and adjusting to life outside of uniform. Now obviously, like I said, I've spoken about this before, and I've spoken about this in forums as well when people are asking about like products, and honestly like I get genuine responses back from people saying, oh my gosh, they helped me so much when I was dealing with my cancer treatments. And I'm like, this is incredible. Why are not more brands doing stuff like this? So I really wanted to just talk about them again because I think it's so good and so powerful. Now we're going to talk about Indigo and Iris. So I've actually only recently heard about them because of like a vegan food shop that I really like that's based down in Hamilton. So 50% of all Levitate mascara sales go straight to the Fred Hollows Foundation, which is curing avoidable blindness in the Pacific Islands. That's how they were started, and honestly like I just love that so much. So it was created by like a duo of friends, which is lovely, called Bonnie and Sarah. They decided to go into business together to do good things. In the Pacific Islands, 4 out of 5 people who are blind don't need to be, and a sight restoring surgery can cost as little as 25 New Zealand dollars. So the money that's donated from this mascara actually does genuinely help. Now I know that not everyone likes to just donate straight, because like it can be quite confusing knowing like exactly who to donate to, but when you're actually just stocking up on your makeup products at the same time, it's just kind of like, I can do this amazing good, get the thing that I actually need, and then also, you know, help restore someone's sight. How freaking powerful is that? Like, I love it so much. They also have like a few other products that they've launched like over the past few years. The lipstick that they sell donates 50% of its profits go to Dress for Success in New Zealand, and that is honestly like such a great charity, as it helps to support people entering the workforce when they're in financial hardship or homeless. Their makeup bags are even made of discarded pool toys. It's called I Used to Be, and it repurposes these toys. So then it can continue on their life, because obviously, you know, like pool toys, like they literally will just disintegrate into like smaller and smaller plastic bits, and that's not really a good thing. Now I'm gonna take a little bit of Frozen Sangria here to just try and like neutralize this a bit, as opposed to it being like too pinky, because I don't really want it too pinky. Now I will actually take a bit more red wine, and I'm gonna just use this here. Taking my Neutralize palette from Australis, trying out their black. Try out this more pinky shade here. So I want to talk about the lipstick lobby. You may or may not have heard of them. If you are based in America, you probably have. So with the lipstick lobby, I believe that politics and cosmetics can do better things than what people like Ronald Lauder have done. If you haven't seen that Halloween one, right up there for you sweeties. So the lipstick lobby is certainly a powerhouse to show you what good can really be done when cosmetics, human rights, and politics kind of like get together. So they say that we are a social justice movement for change, progress, and equality. We empower women through statement lip products to fight for the issues most critical to our lives. Each lipstick color donates to a different American cause. So you have the Prison Project, the Brady Center to Prevent Gun Violence, ACLU, Planned Parenthood. So by selecting a different shade, you can actually support the cause that you care about the most. And also you are getting like a really good looking lipstick. So I had a look into them, all cruelty free, all vegan. So they definitely get my seal of approval, even though I haven't tried them yet. But like, I do want to go buying some stuff. I really need to clean this mess up. Now with the lipstick lobby, I do actually believe that they ship internationally too, because sadly some of the brands that I'm talking about, they're only sold in America, but I know that most of my viewers are based in America, so that's why I've included them. And then I want to take a little bit of Frozen Sangria again, because I do just feel like you want to add that little bit of fiery warmth to it, so then it's not just looking too pink, you know what I mean? I just saw my lips in the mirror and I'm so sorry for what you had to endure there. I'm using Shot Clock. That looks much less offensive. Back in with this one, I'm going to use just this crisp white. I'll lay this down as kind of like our foundation for the highlighter. Now, this champagne. I feel like whenever you do like a really dramatic eye look, you need to have like something to definitely open up the inner corner. There we go, we are looking much crisper. I want to talk a bit about Peacekeeper Cosmetics. All after-tax distributable profits go to women's health advocacy and urgent human rights issues. So they're a really small company, so them trying to build themselves up on like these amazing ethics is really admirable. If you're after cruelty-free, then yes, this is really good for you, but a number of their products do contain beeswax. Yeah, so there's 2 products that don't. So it's Eco Essential and Perfect As Is Lip Balm. So you can use both of those and they do not contain beeswax. But yeah, I just think it's so lovely how much they really do care. Now I want to talk about Bossy Cosmetics. So their mission statement is empowering people to look good and feel good. And they're also Leaping Bunny certified. And we talked about that in part 1. So women are called bossy, which they believe is a way to actually keep people quiet, which is obviously unacceptable. So they donate to a number of female-centered charities, including Girls Inc., WARF, Women at Risk International Foundation, Women's Link Worldwide. They're also a member of the Female Founder Collective, which is a network really all about female empowerment, which is like, we still need feminism, guys. So being part of this network, their mission is to enable and empower female-owned and led businesses to positively impact our communities, both socially and economically. So they only ship to the US right now. I know it's a bit heartbreaking, I'm sorry. A more intense wing this time. But you do see what I mean about how amazing this eyeliner is, right? Like, if you're on a budget and you need a good liquid liner. Alright, so the next brand I'm going to talk about is not for the faint-hearted, but they have a good purpose. Lip Slut. It might not seem like very appropriate, especially considering the fact that we're trying to get rid of the word slut, but when I tell you more about them, you'll understand why this name is so fitting. I just love the raw passion and like courage that Katie Sons has. So she is the founder and all the products are cruelty-free and vegan. You might be able to imagine that she was actually spurred on by Trump's inauguration in 2016 and the defunding of essential support networks for females nationwide. So far they've actually donated $200,000 to women's causes in America. And just because Trump will no longer be in office in January, that doesn't mean that he hasn't had long-term effects. There are a lot of open wounds across the country there, so in order to help them scab over and heal, we need companies like Lip Slut. So they have lipsticks and lip glosses, and specifically an F Trump line, which is chef's kiss level of like putting your anger to like good use. Now, currently it only ships to the US, which kind of does make sense since it is such a US issue, but Sadly, when America sneezes, the whole world gets sick. So it would be great if they could ship internationally, but if you are in America and you want to make a difference, go support them. Mascara before my lashes. Now I'm taking the shade Little League from Colourpop. The next brand I want to talk about is Xandra Beauty. Xandra Beauty, they actually donate up to 10% of every single purchase to support the education of girls around the world. Now we know that educating girls has a massive impact in the entire way that society in that country actually functions. So this is critically important, so I'm so glad that there is a beauty company that's actually doing this. So there is this thing called the Day of the Girl. You may not have heard of it because I hadn't heard of it before this. Worldwide response to an urgent problem facing girls around the world in the neglect and devaluation of them. Each year in the month of October, Xandra Beauty work to highlight, celebrate and promote the betterment and fulfillment of young girls across the globe. The owner is Xandra and she is only 19 years old and she has a really entrepreneurial spirit. The products are all cruelty free and they label which items are vegan as well. And so you're also supporting a black owned brand when you're actually supporting them. So I think that that is like so good. And of course all of their products are actually handmade as well. This is the only red lipstick that I own. And it's got a cat fluff on it. Of course it does. Note to self and note to everyone else, exfoliate your lips. Alright, I'm going to put some lashes on and then we're going to wrap this baby up. And to just finish that look off, I've put on my London lashes from Sass Beauty. Please ignore my silly neighbours that keep on doing work. But now we've got our finished look. I hope that this has inspired you to go and support some of these companies. Maybe even just look into them a bit more. Maybe add them to your Christmas wish list or just whatever. I just think it's a really good thing to actually celebrate companies that are like founded on good. Because when you have a good foundation for doing good things, the company will be able to do good. And like I said about this before, like I believe that companies can both earn money as well as be good and ethical. I believe that there is definitely a balance there. It's not just all extreme capitalism. So if you have created this look or you're going to, please do tag me. I know it's a little bit more dramatic, but at the same time, I kind of think that this is like a stunning monochromatic vintage style look. And I'd love to see you actually do it as well. I just think it's really good to highlight all of these amazing brands. So thank you, lovelies. Bye.